In 1980, the United States Mint continued the production of one of the most unique and controversial coins in American history, the Susan B. Anthony dollar. This coin, often abbreviated as the SBA dollar, holds a fascinating place in numismatic history. It's more than just a coin, it's a tribute to women's rights, an experiment in modern coinage, and a symbol of change in American society. Let's explore the full story behind the 1980 Susan B. Anthony $1 coin, its design, historical background, and collector value. The story of the Susan B. Anthony dollar begins in the 1970s, a decade when the United States was modernizing its currency. The U.S. Mint and Congress were looking for ways to save money by reducing production costs. The large Eisenhower dollar coin, first introduced in 1971, was too big and heavy for everyday use. People found it inconvenient to carry, so it rarely circulated. In 1978, Congress approved a new small-size dollar coin to replace the Eisenhower dollar. But this new coin would not only be smaller, it would carry the face of a true American pioneer, Susan B. Anthony, the leading women's rights activist who fought tirelessly for women's suffrage. The Susan B. Anthony dollar became the first circulating U.S. coin to feature a real woman, rather than a symbolic figure like Liberty. This was a groundbreaking decision that reflected the growing recognition of women's contributions to American history. The coin was designed by Frank Gasparo, the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint. On the obverse, or front side, you'll find a detailed portrait of Susan B. Anthony facing right. She is surrounded by the words, Liberty and, In God We Trust, with the year of mintage, 1980, placed at the bottom. 13 stars encircle her image, representing the original 13 colonies of the United States. The reverse design is equally iconic. It features an image of an American eagle landing on the moon, clutching an olive branch, a design inspired by the Apollo 11 mission insignia. Above the eagle are the words United States of America and E pluribus unum, with the denomination $1 below. This design was originally created for the Eisenhower dollar, but it was reused for the smaller SBA dollar to maintain continuity. Now, let's talk about the 1980 mintage and versions. The Susan B. Anthony dollar was produced in 3 locations that year: Philadelphia Mint No Mint Mark, Denver Mint D Mint Mark, San Francisco Mint S Mint Mark. The 1980 P and 1980 D coins were made for circulation, while the 1980 S coins were mostly produced for collectors in proof sets. Here's an interesting fact: the 1980 Susan B. Anthony dollar was part of the second production year for this coin series. The first coins were struck in 1979, and the series ended in 1981, before a short revival in 1999. Despite the government's hope that the new smaller dollar would replace paper dollar bills, the public didn't embrace it. Many people confused it with the quarter, since both were similar in size and color. This confusion led to poor circulation, and millions of the coins ended up sitting unused in bank vaults. From a collector's point of view, however, the 1980 Susan B. Anthony dollar has gained appreciation over the years. It represents a unique moment in U.S. Mint history, a coin that symbolizes progress but also highlights the challenges of changing public habits. So, what about value? In circulated condition, most 1980 Susan B. Anthony dollars are worth around $1 to $1.50, since they were made in large quantities and are not made of silver. They are composed of copper nickel clad, similar to quarters and dimes of that era. However, uncirculated or proof coins can be worth more, depending on their mint mark and condition. The 1980 P. Philadelphia and 1980 D. Denver coins in mint state, MS65 or higher, typically sell for $5 to $1.15. The 1980 S. proof coin, especially those graded PR67 to PR70 deep cameo, can range from $10 up to $50 or more, depending on the quality of the strike. A perfect PR70 deep cameo from the San Francisco Mint can fetch even higher prices from serious collectors. There are also a few varieties and errors that attract special interest. Some coins have weak strikes, particularly around the date or mint mark area. Others show minor die cracks or planchet flaws, which can increase value slightly among error coin enthusiasts. While the 1980 Susan B. Anthony dollar may not contain silver or carry an extremely high value, its historical importance is undeniable. It stands as a lasting tribute to Susan B. Anthony, a woman whose determination and leadership helped pave the way for women's right to vote in America. Even though the coin wasn't widely accepted by the public, it opened the door for future small-sized dollar coins, such as the Sacagawea $2,000 and the Presidential Dollar series that followed. Today, collectors and historians view the Susan B. Anthony dollar as a fascinating chapter in U.S. numismatics, a coin that combined innovation, symbolism, and social progress. If you happen to have a 1980 Susan B. Anthony dollar in your collection, take a closer look. It may not make you rich, but it's a meaningful piece of history, one that reminds us how far the nation has come in recognizing equality and the contributions of women to American life. In summary, the 1980 Susan B. Anthony $1 coin is the second-year issue of America's first coin to feature a real woman, struck in 3 mints, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, made of copper nickel, not silver, common in circulation but treasured for its history and design.